welcome back to the Chance Bishop Show YouTube for episode 88 of our Madden 22 Philadelphia Eagles franchise mode. As we are starting the playoffs, guys. We are in the playoffs right now, and we are going to hopefully win this game, keep this series going for another episode or so, another episode or two. I mean, we've had a lot of fun this series. We definitely had a lot of fun this series, but we are coming to the end of our Madden 22 cycle here on YouTube. And we're getting ready to have some Madden 23 on the channel next couple of weeks, guys. I'm super excited for Madden 23 to come out on this channel, and I'm sad to see this series go. It was a fun series to produce, it's a fun series to play, to edit, all that fun stuff right there. It's less fun to voice it over because it's like, I just want to be done with it. I spent the hour plus to record it. I spent the time to edit it because, great time. I'm not quite done yet, but I know as soon as I get this over with, I'm gonna be done with it. It's just the nature of the beast right there. But here we go. We are taking on the Seattle Seahawks here in the snow in Philadelphia. So Philadelphia, it's known for its playoff snow. It seems every playoff game we have is just some sort of snow day. Every season, it is a snow day playoff game for some freaking reason. Could not tell you why. I don't even know if it's physically possible for it to snow as often as it does in real life as it does here in Madden. If it's like, if it's like, playoff time, guess what? Awful weather. We've had rain less than we've had snow in the playoffs. We've had less rain games in the last 87 episodes than we've had snow games just in the playoff episodes. That's what I want you to think about. That how much snow games, or how many snow games we've actually had here in Madden 22 in the playoffs. It just I don't know, if I don't click on the snow game prompt, it doesn't snow. Maybe if we win this game, we try that out next episode. We just don't click on the snow game prompt, and hopefully it doesn't snow. That'd be preferable. I mean, not like Deuce Staley cares. This guy definitely cares. He's definitely not acclimated to Philadelphia snow. Philadelphia, just different breed of snow. Different breed of snow. It'll snow for 3 straight weeks here in Philadelphia. But taking on a Rattler season, 51, 41, and 9. As a fairly good season for any quarterback, and Spencer Rattler just lives up to that contract he got paid with. But, hey, we're snowing. You know what that means? Name of the game, running the ball. Philadelphia here on the first drive, already taking 3 minutes off the clock as they get to midfield. And that's what you got to do. Now down to 7.5 minutes here in the first quarter. Miles Sanders he's going to methodically make his way downfield. 58 yards here in the first quarter. 6:50 left on the clock here in the first as well. Skowronski kind of misses a couple tackles right there. Sanders tries to run behind him. I don't think Sanders cares all that much for the touchdown, because right now all he's doing is just milking that clock off. Just under 10 minutes of a drive right there for Philadelphia. Now, the kickoff for Philadelphia after they score that very long time-consuming touchdown. Kick return is up. The kick return going to be fumbled right there. Picked up by Jack Stoll, and Jack Stoll going to celebrate that one into the end zone right there. That is kind of embarrassing right there, to say the least, for the Seahawks. But Russell Wilson finally gets to take the field right there. You saw he hit there just under 5,000 yards, 40 touchdowns, decent amount of interceptions. But hey, you know what he's not going to get? Any time to throw the ball as Josh Sweat comes in with the sack. Still no Kayvon. No, never mind. We do have a Kayvon Thibodeau. Kayvon Thibodeau back out here. Now after, what the hell was that? Darius Slay, it was a drop, then he caught it in the air, then DK Metcalf takes it to the end zone right there. Dude, we're so worried about, Kayvon Thibodeau being back, for the playoffs, that I don't even know what the hell just happened. That's the kind of Madden animation that you only get if you're the AI. There's no way a human player gets that animation. 3rd and 1 now. 13 minutes left here in the second quarter. So start of the second quarter right now. Let's see. 13 minutes. It was the start of the second quarter. Let's see how long it takes us to get down to the end zone at least, or till we have to either kick a field goal or we score a touchdown. I want to see how long it takes, because Philadelphia, they've developed. I mean, they've had a great run game this entire series, but they developed, just the formula, it seems like, just to how to run the ball. Now, from 13 minutes down to 7.5 minutes. That is an awfully long time for one team to have a ball. Gotta think, it's 5.5 minutes right there, and a fumble on a sack picked up by the offensive lineman almost just became Philadelphia just milking the clock even more. 6.5 left. Hit as he's throwing. Russell Wilson, that one's going to bounce in front of the receiver. Now here comes the punt. Big punt opportunity right now, and what? How far is that punt? How far? That punt did not even get punt. Went from, excuse me? Punt? Hello? That punt was comically awful. That punt was so bad I had to put it in the video because of how bad that punt was. That punt went 8 yards. That punt went up and then just came right back. That punt didn't go anywhere. That was probably the worst punt I have ever seen in Madden. And that punt just sets up a 4th and goal turnover. Alright, it's 21-7. Surprised they weren't going for the run right there. Thank goodness we have some killer pass rushers right here. Josh Sweat blows up Russell Wilson in the end zone. And the head coach right there, he can't believe how bad his team is. I mean, they got 50% accuracy for 83 yards, but they're down by a couple scores right now. Philadelphia, they're in no position to relieve this ball. Philadelphia has just under 200 yards rushing here in the first half. They're running 93% of the time. 93% of the time, Philadelphia has put that ball on the ground for just under 200 yards in the first half alone. Sack fumble now as Russell Wilson's offensive lineman dives on it, kills the ball. 11.5 here. Come on, 2nd and 25. Pass rush. They're going deep, and that's going to be a catch for DK Metcalf. DK Metcalf more or less has all the yards for the Seattle Seahawks. Has a play-action pass, not bid on by Fletcher Cox as Cox gets a sack. And if that punt didn't work, why do they think a field goal would work? Field goal, no good. A comically bad punt, a comically bad field goal, and the Seahawks are indeed struggling in the special teams category. 2nd and 2, come on. Miles Sanders, see, we don't run play actions. We just hand the ball off to Miles Sanders. You know the ball is coming on the ground via Miles Sanders. And they still cannot stop it. Gotta think, look, Sanders looking for contact. He is looking to go down. He's not even looking for the end zone. He's just looking to go down. Philadelphia going for it on 4th down just to kill more clock. 2:32. Look at that. 40-plus rushes here in 3 quarters. 4th and goal from the one handoff to Teague again, and Teague again punches it into the end zone. Dude, his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game. You'll love to see that. It is 30-7. This game is over. No question about it. This game's over. Big sandwich sack fumble picked up by the defense. And they're going to be tackled down there at the 17-yard line. Now for the 17-yard line, we've taken just under 2 minutes to move 7 yards. We're short. 4th down didn't quite work out, but hey, here we go. It's a turnover on downs. Doesn't matter. 2nd and 10 from the 8 now. Fletcher Cox. Oh boy, that's not pretty. Not a pretty sight right there as Russell Wilson gets beat up for another safety. Setting up the punt right there. And Philadelphia, 11 minutes left here. They kill the clock off. That punt, Philadelphia's run game, that clock was no match for Philadelphia's run game. 32-7, the final score is here in the divisional round. Philadelphia wins handsomely via the ground game. Definitely the best running attack in all of the NFL. Just hands down. Philadelphia's had the best run attack since probably year 2 of this series. Miles Sanders had a lot of great running offensive linemen to run behind in year 1, and they've just grown from there. They've gotten younger. They've gotten real good. And he's done very well as a running back in the league. 243 yards, 52 carries, 65 for Frank Gore, 1 catch, which is insane that that's happened right there. 6 tackles, 4 sacks for Josh Sweat. I mean, interception for Davion Taylor killed the game off. No punts for Philadelphia, no returns, and Darius Slay's happy with the performance. But if you guys have enjoyed this episode of our Madden 22 series, I know it's coming to an end. Some of you guys are sad that it's ending. Hit that like button. If you guys want to relive the magic and how we got here, check the playlist in the description down below. And text on YouTube. Peace out. Rock on.